say a new concept, that is some basic concepts of chemistry. In that main concept, that is mole. You know, what do you mean by mole? What purpose we are learning that mole? See, mole is nothing. It is a counting unit. What we have to count here? Here in the chemical reaction, huge number of atoms, ions, molecules, or substance or particles which is reacting at a time. So we need some measurement, we need some terms to count. So in that way only, the counting unit, mole is nothing, it's a counting unit of particle. See here, mole concept, in a chemical reaction we are dealing huge number of particles reacting at any time. So we use the term mole as a counting unit particle. It is nothing, it is just a counting unit particle. Yes, now here mole is an amount of substance that contain many atoms, ions or molecules or other particles, as there are atoms in 12 grams of carbon. Why do we bring it here 12 grams of carbon? It is a standard atomic mass. That is what we bring it here, 12 gram of carbon. Yes. Now, one more point I would like to introduce, that is Avogadro number. Why do we bring it here, Avogadro number? Mole and Avogadro number are hand in hand. So here we should know about that Avogadro number. So how do we get that Avogadro number? I am coming to that point. Before that, what is it Avogadro number? It is defined as number of entities in 1 mole of a substance. Number of entities in 1 mole of a substance. That is equal to how much? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 particles or mole. It is denoted by capital N and A. Right? Okay. Now, how do we get this number? From where do we get it? Just we have to by heart? No. You just understand the concept. How do we get that Avogadro number? Yes, come to that point. That is what the question I put it. How do we get that Avogadro number? That is the accurate mass of carbon atom 1.992648 into 10 to the power of minus 23 gram. 1 mole of carbon, it is 12 gram. Right. Now, carbon, why we are giving more importance, you know very well, that is standard atomic mass. That is the reason. Yes. Now, number of atoms present in 1 mole. So, number of atoms present in 1 mole equal to 12 gram. That is 1 mole of carbon, atomic mass of carbon, standard atomic mass of carbon isotope, that is 12, divided by accurate mass of carbon atom 1.992648 into 10 to the power of minus 23 gram. So, what you are getting? It is 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 moles. Here, number of atoms present in 1 mole equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. Okay, Avogadro number 1 who has brought this, that is what, to honor his name, we are saying that is Avogadro's number. So, Avogadro's number, it is nothing. Number of atoms present in 1 mole. Whether it is atoms, ions, molecules or particles, whatever it may be. Now, for example, 1 mole of hydrogen contains 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules. 1 mole of sodium contains 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms. NaCl, 1 mole of NaCl contains 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules. So, in that way, we are going to consider. See, there are stepwise process are there to understand. Each and every term will go in a proper way to analyze and solve related problems for upcoming points. Now, let us check one by one with example. 1 mole of hydrogen contains, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 hydrogen molecules. Right? Now, the next one. 1 mole of water contains the same 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 water molecules. 1 mole of carbon dioxide contains the same 6.023 into 10 to magnesium weighs, that is 24 gram. Atomic mass, gram atomic mass. Okay, now mass of 1 mole of oxygen, I just mentioned here weighs. Mass also you can provide. So the mass of 1 mole of oxygen or 1 mole of oxygen weighs, that is 16 gram, and 1 mole of carbon weighs, that is 12 gram. Standard atomic mass. This is right. Okay, now 1 mole of C2H5OH ethyl alcohol, that is 46 gram. See, as I mentioned, contains and base. So that is a, you can mention here also, here molecules only, that is number of atoms together form a molecule. But here also you see what is the question they are asking. Okay, now as we are seeing that question, let us go and find out the formulas for each point. Okay, now number of moles of atoms. Number of moles of atoms, what is the formula we can consider? Number of atoms by Avogadro number. What is it? Na. Na is nothing. Avogadro number 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. The same way, number of moles of molecule. See, number of molecules divided by Avogadro number. So whatever they are asking, that is number of moles of atom, number of moles of atom by Avogadro number. The same way, number of moles of molecule, number of moles of molecule by Avogadro number. Next one, number of atoms. You suppose they are asking number of atoms. So you have to multiply these two. Number of moles of atoms into Avogadro number, these two. The same way, number of molecules equal to number of moles of molecule into Avogadro number. So these are all very, very important formulas for solving all the mole related question. Okay, now let us check one by one every problems related mole concept. Few more ideas about mole concept, that is number of moles, how to calculate the number of moles of single atomic mass. So in the question they have given that single atomic mass, given mass divided by gram atomic mass. The same way, number of moles, how to calculate for molecular substance. The same way, in the question they have provided the given mass of that molecular substance. Okay, so given mass by gram molecular mass. Now for example, 2 grams of sodium chloride. So 2 grams of sodium chloride, that is 2 grams, it is a given mass. And molecular mass of sodium chloride, here you have to provide molecular mass of sodium chloride. Right? Okay, now next one, gaseous substance. As we are talking about, this is atomic mass and this is molecular mass, but this is gaseous mass, gaseous substance. We cannot use that point here. Why? Because it's a gaseous and we have to measure it in liter. How do we calculate? What is the formula we can use it? Now come to this point. So number of moles for the gaseous substance. Volume at STP in liter, that is also given mass only, but how much volume they have provided. So volume at STP in liter, what is it STP? Standard temperature pressure. Yes, volume at STP in liter divided by 22.4 liter. How do we get 22.4 liter? Like Avogadro number 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. How do we get it? Yes, just now we gone through that. The same way, how do we get 22.4 liter exactly? Yes, come on, let us go for it. The most common example, the molar volume of gas at STP, standard temperature pressure. You know very well, ideal gas equation. Because we are considering gaseous substance, this is ideal gas only we are mentioning. Right? So ideal gas equation, that is what it is. PV equal to nRT. So pressure equal to 1 atmospheric pressure and volume we have to find out. N, it is number of moles. Number of moles. Right? R, it's gaseous constant and they mention here volume 1 atmosphere. So you know that value, it is 0.08206. Right? Okay, now temperature it is 273 Kelvin. Okay, now let us apply the values here. 1 atmosphere, that is pressure and volume, V equal to N, number of moles, we have to calculate it here. We did not mention here. So R, it is 0.08206 into temperature 273 Kelvin. Okay, now B is equal to how much? Here if you calculate this, 22.4 liter, because volume we have to mention that unit liter. So this is how we got that 22.4 liter for the gaseous substance when we are using ideal gas equation. See, for gaseous substance number of moles, if they are giving, you have to use this formula, that is given mass, that is given mass of the volume, that instead of given mass you have to mention that volume at STP, that is question values what they have given in the question. So as we see the question, you will come to know. So volume at STP in liter divided by 22.4 liter. Like how do you get that Avogadro number? That I gave that idea the same way here also, that 22.4 liter, that answer comes from the ideal gas equation. Right, now the next point here, whatever it may be, number of particles, number of atoms, number of moles, number of ions, so whatever it may be, it is that is equal to number of particles, atoms, ions, molecules divided by Avogadro number. I think I given all those points, formulas based on the mole concept. Now let us check each and every question, analyze it clearly about mole concept. Yes, let us go for to analyze the mole related problems. Now let us check the first question. Calculate the number of moles in 392 gram of H2SO4. Just now we have gone through all those formulas. Now come on, let us check it. So number of moles they have given. So what is the formula of number of moles? Number of moles equal to given mass by molecular mass. Molecular mass. Why? Here H2SO4, no? So molecular mass. Now here given mass, what it is? 392 gram. So 392 gram, it is a given mass. Given mass equal to 392 gram. We just mentioned the unit. So molecular mass of H2SO4. So hydrogen, it is 1 into 2 plus sulfur 32, atomic mass plus oxygen 16 into 4. So altogether how much you will get it? You will get 98 gram molecular mass. Right, now can we apply this? So here number of moles, it is small n we can mention. So 392 divided by 98. So here what it is, both grams only. So number of moles equal to what it is. Here when we calculate it, it is 4 moles you will get it. Hope you got a clear idea. Okay, now the next one. Calculate the number of moles of 44.8 liter of carbon dioxide at STP. Now, which formula can be used for this sum? Actually, given mass by molecular mass, given mass by gram atomic mass, such kind of. Now, here what they mention, number of moles of so and so carbon dioxide at STP. At STP means it's a volume considered only. So, here they have given the volume, liter they mention. So, what is the given volume? So, given volume by, also what formula can we use? Number of moles of carbon dioxide, right? So number of moles of carbon dioxide, that is given volume at STP divided by 22.4 liter. I hope you know that idea. How did you get that 22.4 liter? Yes, come on. Now given volume at STP, how much it is? 44.8 liter, right? So here can we provide this one? So 44.8 liter divided by 22.4 liter. So how much number of moles of carbon dioxide? Here 2 moles. So N equal to 2 moles of carbon dioxide, you will get it. Hope you got a clear idea about such kind of sums. Okay, come on, let us go and learn some more related mole concept sums. The next question, if an iodized salt 1% potassium iodide and a person takes 2 grams of salt every day, the iodide ions going to his body every day would be approximately. As you see the question, we have to find out the given mass because they have given that salt contains 1% of potassium iodide. So we have to get that given mass from the percentage, and a person takes 2 grams of salt every day. So 2 grams of salt contains the potassium iodide. 2 grams of salt contains of potassium iodide. So percentage only they have given. So 2 divided by 100 into 1. Of course. So here 0.02 gram. Right? So, okay, now we have to find out the number of moles. Given mass we found out. Okay, now we have to find out that number of moles, and finally we have to find out the number of ions. Okay, here number of moles. Number of moles. What is the formula? Number of moles? Given mass by molecular mass. This is given mass, right? Given mass. Okay, so molecular mass of potassium iodide. So molecular mass of potassium iodide. So what it is? Potassium iodide. Here 39 plus 127. Altogether 166. Potassium iodide molecular mass. Okay, given mass it is 0.02, right? 0.02 gram divided by molecular mass. How much? It's gram per mole, right? Okay, so 166. So what is the answer? You will get it. You will get 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 4 moles of potassium iodide. Yes, we found that number of moles. Number of moles of potassium iodide. Okay, now here iodide ions they are asking. So number of ions. How to identify number of ions of iodide ion, right? Potassium iodide ion. Okay, so here how to identify that number of ions? Number of moles into Avogadro number. So this is the formula, you have to utilize it. Formulas and all I just put it in the box so that it will be easy to understand. Yes, number of moles of potassium iodide, what it is? Potassium iodide here 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 4 into Avogadro number. By this time I think you got that answer. 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. So how much you will get it? 7.2. You just multiply this answer. 7.2 into 10 to the power of 19. That is what it is. Number of ions. So every day a person takes iodide ions. So how much he has taken? How much ions? He has taken 7.2 into 10 to the power of 19. So that is actually number of iodide ions. Right? So this is the answer. Hope you're clear with it. Okay, now let us go and analyze some more sums which is related to mole concept. The next question, 400 milligram of iron capsule contains 100 milligram of ferrous fumarate, that is CHCOO twice Fe. The percentage of iron present in, and it's approximate. See, the last question, they have given the percentage, you have found what it is, given mass, number of moles, number of ions you found. But here, they have given that mass, that is 400 milligram of iron capsule contains 100 milligram of that compound, that is what it is, ferrous fumarate compound. That in that, what is the percentage of iron content they are asking? Yes. Okay, now first and foremost, molecular mass of ferrous fumarate, let us find out. Molecular mass of ferrous fumarate, CHCOO twice Fe. Actually, here 170 gram per mole. Right? Okay. Now, here 400 milligram of iron capsule contains 100 milligram of ferrous fumarate. Okay. So, here iron present in 100 milligram of ferrous fumarate, that is CHCOO twice Fe. So here iron present in 100 milligrams of ferrous fumarate. No, so atomic mass of iron, it is 56 divided by molecular mass 170 into 100 milligram. Okay, so here what it is? Here you will get 32.9. You will get iron present in 100 milligram of iron ferrous fumarate. Now, you have to check it in 400 milligram of iron capsule, right? 400 milligrams of iron capsule. In that 100 grams, this match. Therefore, the percentage of iron contains in this compound, what it is? CHCOO twice Fe. So what is it actually? You will get it here 32.9 divided by 400 into percentage. They are asking the percentage, no? 100. So you will get 8.2. You will get 8.2 percentage. So iron, percentage of iron they are asking, no? The percentage of iron present in ferrous fumarate. Exactly. The percentage of iron in ferrous fumarate, CHCOO twice Fe. Hope you got a clear idea about how to solve this sum. Okay, now let us go and identify some more related mole concept sums. The next question. Caffeine has a molecular weight, it is 194 gram. If it contains 28.9% of by mass of nitrogen and number of atoms of nitrogen in one molecule of caffeine. See, last question they asked the percentage. Now, they have given the percentage. Now, they are asking number of atoms present in one molecule. Okay, now, molecular weight of caffeine. Molecular weight of caffeine. It is 194 gram per mole. Right, now, nitrogen present in one molecule of caffeine. How much it is? Here, percentage they have given, no? So, 28.9 divided by 100 into 194. Right. So, after calculating, what is the answer you will get it? You will get 56 gram. Right? So, here gram per mole I should write. Why? Because 1 mole of caffeine. Right. Okay. So, here one molecule of caffeine. So, nitrogen present in one molecule of caffeine is this. Okay. That means number of atoms of nitrogen in one molecule. So, that means nitrogen atom. So, nitrogen atom, it's how much nitrogen atom? Here, this is a given mass. Given mass, given mass. This is combined together. It is caffeine completely one molecule. How much it is there? Nitrogen present in one molecule of caffeine. Given mass, it is 56 gram per mole. That means nitrogen atom. How many nitrogen atoms? Number of nitrogen atoms present in. So number of atoms. Number of nitrogen atoms present in one molecule. So 56 divided by atomic mass of nitrogen, how much? 14. So what is the answer? You will get it. You will get it 4. 4 atoms. Number of atoms of nitrogen in one molecule of caffeine, it is 4 atoms. Hope you're clear with these sums. Actually, these questions and all collected from higher order thinking skills. Hope you got a clear idea about this. Some more mole concept related important questions. Let us watch in the next session. Till then, stay safe.